we are on a 90-day run. Okay, we're on a 90-day run. It's called 30K in 90 days. And I want to share a little bit with you here before I run out on the 90 days and how I'll be operating over the next 90 days, and how for some of you, you can run with me. Okay, it's not going to be for all of you. But some of you are going to find value in running with me. So for those of you that don't know me or are new to my wall, my name is Tracy Walker. I am a active baseball mom. I am a documented seven-figure earner inside the network marketing space. And I've done a lot of affiliate marketing as well. I've built trainings and courses and programs and coaching and all that stuff too over the years. I'm also what I would consider a master recruiter. I have, over the years, been able to learn from some really amazing masters on the skill of sales, and specifically from a network marketing standpoint, recruiting, which has allowed me to recruit hundreds and hundreds of people into anything that I've ever decided to do. Okay. From a network marketing, I've recruited as far up as maybe 12 or 1,300 people in one opportunity. On the low end, maybe 100 or 200 people in the opportunity. And then from an affiliate marketing standpoint, we really don't keep track of recruiting, but in terms of sales and things of that sort, I've made a lot of money in terms of being able to do that, right? And so that skill set that I've learned has been very, very good to me, because that's the field I'm in. I'm in the field of sales. And so learning how to sell actually is valuable. All right. And then lastly, I am what I would consider a business automations expert. Listen, I am a mom that is a single mom raising a 10-year-old who's very active in baseball, really good in school. He is brilliant. He is a forward thinker. He stands on business. And because of that, I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I have been present, right? I've been very, very fortunate to be able to be home and work and have a business and things like that, where my son does go to school. He goes to private school, so I do have to pay for that, but I don't miss nothing. I don't miss a day for the activities. I don't miss the Black History program. I don't miss the Thanksgiving, the Christmas, the whatever it is. I don't miss a call from a teacher in case there is one. I don't miss a call from him if he needs something from school. I take him to school and pick him up every single day. And I've been doing that since he was 2 years old. My son's been going to school since he was 2 years old. And I'm grateful for that. All right. Therefore, my business in my life, for the quality of life that I want, having automation help me has been a godsend. For me to think that as a single parent raising a boy child, that I'm going to be on the phone all day trying to recruit people or get people to a meeting and doing Zooms 2 or 3 times a week where I'm the presenter, or getting over to this hotel meeting or Zooming over to that person's home or going to this convention and doing all that, that's unrealistic in my world. It may be viable for you, but if you're anything like me, automation is a godsend, because it helps me to leverage a lot of the work that I just don't have the time to do. It doesn't mean that I don't have to learn skills. It doesn't mean that I don't have to do my part. But guess what I don't have to do? I don't have to sell people all day long because I have systems in place that do that. Which leads me right into the purpose of this particular live. And I'm going to be going live every single day for the next 90 days. That's a commitment that I've made as part of my run, is over these next 90 days, I'm going to be going live every single day. And I didn't go live yesterday because I just decided it today. I did have a pretty extensive stories thread that I posted yesterday for day 1. Okay, I might even repost that or find a way to repost that in the form of a reel or something like that. But for now, this is day 2 of the 90-day run, but this is the day 1 of me going live. But I will be continuing to go live as we go forward. Okay, and today's post for day 2 is entitled The Proven Sales Process. All right, now I want to talk to you a little bit about that, because I think as I shared a little bit of my background with you, I think it's important that you think about what it is that you really want in your life and how you see your business working for you, right? Not everybody doesn't have to run their business the exact same way in terms of what makes the most sense for you, what you like to do, right? What your strengths are, what your skills are, what your gifts are, the things that you bring to your business that make your business fun and exciting, that you hop out of bed every day to go out and make an impact and help as many people as you can, while simultaneously building a business, building an income, and being able to have the lifestyle that you want. Hey, Lisa. Yes, girl, we are running. Okay. So I wanted to show you, well, first I wanted to talk to you briefly about the importance of a sales process. And then I wanted to show you my sales process. Okay. So a sales process is literally something that does the selling and the telling for you automatically the same way every time, such that you don't have to do it. If you've been in network marketing before, then I want to make this a contrast. This is contrast because in this case, this is not network marketing. This is not MLM. This is not building a team. This is not a monthly auto ship or a monthly requirement. This is not any of that. This is literally you being able to make a sale and then make another sale and then make another sale. Think of it from the standpoint of if you owned a boutique and if you sold beautiful shoes or if you sold amazing handbags, right? Or think of it like if you were a hairstylist and you did hair, right? A person comes and they buy from you, you provide the service or you provide the product, and that's it. They buy, they come into your store, they buy, they leave. You're not trying to get that person to go get more people, to go get more people, to go get more people so that you can make more money, right? Like a real estate broker. A real estate broker would love to have as many viable agents in their brokerage office so that all those agents could go out and sell houses, and that broker gets a cut of everything those agents do. I don't have a problem with that model. That's kind of the similarity of a network marketing model. But you as a broker, you have to get good at going and recruiting agents, right? And then you need those agents to go out and then sell houses. Because if those agents go out and sell houses, then you make a cut of the houses that they sell, whether you personally sold any houses or not. That's fine. This is not that. This is you own a boutique, you sell the dress to the customer gets the dress and they leave out of the store. You want to have another customer come in and buy another dress. Are you bent out of shape if that particular customer doesn't come back and buy another dress? No, but you might want to stay in contact with that person as a customer because maybe you could sell them another handbag or some accessories, or maybe there's another outfit that they can buy at a later point in time. But you make a sale and that's it. So the better that you get at being able to sell without having to do the selling, the theory is that the more sales you can make, right? Well, how do you get better at doing something if you're not even the one doing it? How do you get better at doing something if you're not even the one doing it? Well, that's when you leverage a system that is already a proven sales system. Now, one thing about me and many of you that have done this before, right? I know Lisa, maybe there's others that's watching that are experts in their field where you've created courses, right? I've created courses, I've created trainings, I've built communities, I've sold people, I have built PowerPoints or keynotes, I've built sales presentations, I've built webinars, I've built stacks like Russell Brunson teaches, I've built stacks, I've built call to actions, I've built all types of sales presentations over the years. And one of the things about that is that you have to get really good at that. In fact, let me show you something. Here's a book, right? That I have. It's called Expert Secrets. And this is literally a book where Russell Brunson teaches how to do all of that. You can see I've got this, my hand is holding this right here. But this is a book. You can see the notes that I have, right? Or the highlights. Okay. This is a book that I have studied, okay, extensively, where I have built sales presentations and I've studied the process of Expert Secrets. Well, what's the secret of an expert? Knowing how to sell. Here's the problem. Most people don't know how to do that. Most people are not going to buy a book and learn how to do that. So for people that do, we can create our own products. We can take that education. We can implement it. I do this full time. So I can sit here, I can put my slides together, or I can go on Fiverr, have somebody design it, but I can put the content together. I can tell the stories. I know how to lead with the intro. I know how to have testimonials. I know how to do all of that. And I could build my own products and services. But how does that help you if you want to do what I'm doing? It doesn't, because now then you would have to go and get all the systems, all the tools, all the trainings. You'd have to go get all the education. You'd have to go and read Expert Secrets, which if you didn't, I recommend you go and get the book Expert Secrets. I mean, this only can help you, can only help you. But this is something that I've studied for a very, very long time. Oh yeah, and that's it, Lisa. Yeah, it's super time consuming. Right? Because you have to do it all, right? And so you're the creative, you're the logic, you're the design, you're the sales, you're the marketing, right? So then once you build the whole sales process, then you got to create the course. So then you have to create the content. You got to do the training, do the videos. You got to set everything up on a membership site or inside of a particular platform that you use where your new customers can actually gain access to the information, right? You got to build the list. You got to have all the merchant accounts. You got to keep track of that. You got to keep track of everything. Then after you've done that, you got to actually go out and market. Then you got to be the person marketing it and selling it and being on social media. And now you got to figure out how to do all of that. And that's exactly where I'm going, Lisa. And once you've done all of that, with no guarantee, I mean, you can do some pre-selling and you can do some offer validation, right, to see if people want it. But ultimately, you don't know when it comes to the cold market if it's going to convert well. That's exactly right. So then you have to test and test and test. And then sometimes you got to spend money on ads to see how it works outside of your warm market. And that's Facebook ads. And you got to create the ads. And then you got to create the content for that. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Now, I'm not knocking it, because if you can get through the process, it can be lucrative for you if you figure out how to make it work. Right? And it's some projects I've done have been very lucrative, and other projects I've done have been a flop. Just like there's certain albums that certain artists have recorded, and some albums do well, that's a project, and other albums don't do as well. There's no guarantee that everything you touch and everything that you do is going to work out 1000%. There's some athletes that go out into the field, and some nights they're hot and some nights they're in a slump. Everything isn't going to always be a slam dunk all the time, right? And then on top of it, if it's my product that I'm selling, I can't just give you what I'm using, because now I feel a type of way. Like, I can't just hand over to you all of the stuff that I just slaved over, right? I'm not going to just do that. And so in order for you to have your own product, you got to figure all that out. So now if you want my help, what happens? I got to coach you on it. You got to pay me for that, right? And I can walk you through and guide you through it and help you get set up and show you what to use, show you some of the pitfalls, help you to shorten the learning curve. Even that is exhausting in coaching, because now as a coach, I'm trading time for money. Right? I got to sit with you on the phone for an hour or on a Zoom for an hour, and I can't be doing something else while I'm coaching you. And if I got 5 coaching clients and I do that once a day, and I'm talking to 2 people a day, or I've got 10 coaching clients over 5 days and I'm talking to 2 people a day, that may be 2, 3, 4, 5 hours out of my time. And now I'm exhausted, and then I still got to come home, or my son got to come home, and I got to be a mom. I got to go to baseball. I got to get something to eat. I got to cook. I got to listen to his stories. I got to have fun with him, right? It's a lot. With just one person in the house. I don't get to go take a nap and another person take over while I decompress. It's literally, I'm on 24/7. So the way that you get good at not having to do that is to just leverage somebody else who's already done that, where they're willing to give you what they've already done. See, in my cases, I wasn't willing to give everybody what I just did without paying me every time I gave it to you, monthly or this or that, because I put in all that work. Like, it's valuable. It's worth something. But there's opportunities out there now where there are content creators and course creators that are willing to build everything, do the training, have the community, have the setup, have the login access, support all the hosting of everything, create the content. Also, build the funnel, create the sales process, create the sales pages, give all the words, everything that needs to be said that is proven to convert. They're willing to give you all of that for a one-time reseller kind of fee. Think of it like a franchise, right? What if you bought a McDonald's, but you only had to pay for it one time, right? Or let's say you bought a Subway, or you bought a Firehouse Subs, and you paid the franchise fee, but you paid the franchise fee one time, and you get to keep using Firehouse Subs forever. You get to keep selling Firehouse Subs forever. You get to keep that building that you have. You don't have any payments on it. You just paid them that fee one time, and that building that you have where your Firehouse Subs is being run from, that's paid for. You just run your Firehouse Sub business every single day without having to pay for anything else, unless you wanted to pay for advertising and marketing, which any business should be doing that. Right? That's not a cost of the actual acquisition of the business or to run the business. That's a cost of you making sure you have enough customers coming through the door. That's a function of making money. Like that's not a novel idea, right? That should be very, very standard. So there's people that will now do all of that, and you pay one time, and they will give you their entire suite. And all you have to do now is go out there and market it. So what usually happens though, if you bought something, even if you're in network marketing, you buy something and then you don't know how to market it. They might tell you, all you have to do is go do this. All you have to do is post on social media. All you have to do is go live on Instagram. All you have to do is, put this free ad. All you have to do, but they don't teach you how to do it. They tell you all you have to do is this. And in your mind, it's like, oh, that sounds simple enough. It's simple enough that, yeah, I can make a post on Facebook. Who can't make a post on Facebook? Who can't make a post on TikTok? Who can't make a post on Instagram? It's like, oh, I could do that. But theory and practicality are two very different things now, aren't they? Some of you guys believe you could run a marathon. Say, oh, I could run a marathon. Until you get your butt out there and you realize, oh, shoot, I'm tired on the second lap. There's tons of people that believe, oh, I could play baseball. I can play baseball. Baseball ain't nothing. And I watch people go out there and they can't bit more hit that bat with that ball or hit that ball with that bat than a man in the moon. That's a very difficult thing to do. So when I watch like 8-year-olds, 9-year-olds, my son is 10, he's getting ready to be 11, right? 11-year-old, 12-year-old, and they are consistently batting 400, 500, 600. That's going to change as they get older because pitches are going to get harder, faster. The skill of the pitcher, right? The skill of the batter changes, right? Their batting averages are going to change. But when I'm watching 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12-year-olds, more consistently than not, taking a bat, swinging it, and hitting a ball this big, coming at them at 55, 60, 65 miles an hour, that's some hard stuff to do. So you can look at the game from your TV and be upset with the batter because they're not swinging, or they are swinging when you think they shouldn't be swinging. Get your butt on the plate. Get yourself on the side of that plate. You stand there with a helmet on with a ball coming at you 70 miles an hour at 10 years old, another 10-year-old pitching that ball, and you swing and hit that ball where 9 other people on that field or 8 other people on that field don't catch it. And then you got to run, right? You guys get what I'm saying? There's difficulty levels. It can sound simple enough. Hit the ball, get on first base. That sounds simple enough. But to actually practically execute that, it's not as easy as it sounds. So when it comes to sales processes and having funnels and making money without having to make the sale yourself because you have a sales process, even if somebody else built it for you, knowing how to market it is still very important for you to know. So the key is to not only have the sales process, but also have the education and the training at your fingertips on how to get new people into the sales process. Having the sales process is one thing. Getting people to come to and go through the sales process such that you have a statistically enough amount of people going through that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people start coming out on the back end as buyers. That is the critical learning part. We'll talk more about that as we move through the 90 days. But I'm setting the stage for you right now to understand that when you have a sales process that allows people to come in and put their own name and email in the box, you don't have to stand there and say, well, give me your card. What's your number? That erases the need for you to do that, right? That's the equivalent of going to a networking event and standing there for 10, 15 minutes, standing there talking to somebody while you're not able to talk to anybody else. And then at the end say, oh, I'd love to stay in contact with you. Do you have a business card? And they say yes. And you get theirs. And if you want to share yours with them, you give them yours and you've exchanged. Now you've got their information. When you're on the internet, a sales process allows you to capture that information without having to talk to that person. Not verbally, not physically. You can make a post where potentially that a person says they find value in. They can click on the link that you have in a post. They can go to that page. And if they like what's being said on that page, they will put their name and email in that box. And now you've got that. Now you've got that. Right? So now I don't have to take 2 hours out of my day to go to the networking meeting when I would rather spend 2 hours of my day making a post that makes sense for people where they can click. And guess what? As long as that post is present, anybody that comes across that post can see it and put their name and email in that box. That's the equivalent of me standing in a networking event and only being able to get to 20 people during the hour. There's a capacity, there's a max limit that you can physically do. There's no max limit when it's on the internet. So that in itself gives you leverage. So the sales process starts with, a proven sales process starts with an opt-in form, what we call a lead capture page, that allows people to put their name and email so that you gather their information. And those people end up on what we call your list. Now that you have people on the list willingly, where you didn't have to come home, take that business card and data entry their name and email into your email contact list. People, I guess, are still doing that. That's so like 1994. But you now have the ability to have people do that automatically on their own recognizance. And they are moving, they are now completed with step 1 of the sales process. The next step of the sales process is now a person is going to usually see a video or some sort of overview or some sort of something that tells them, explains to them what this is, or whatever it is that you have, what that is. It gives them an overview. It gives them an explanation. It gives them some sort of basis for which we want them to continue moving forward, right? In my case, we're talking about an automated sales process where the video in my sales funnel talks about how powerful it is to be able to earn $100, $300, $600, $900 on autopilot by also having access to the exact same sales funnel that the person who's watching it, that they can get. So what a person is seeing is also what a person can get. And that is all being said, told, and sold via video. So while the video is playing for anybody in the world simultaneously at different points in time, in different time zones, across different continents, different countries, I can literally be in my bed. I could literally be washing clothes. I could literally be doing a live right now. I could literally be in my car getting ready to go pick up my son. I could be selling and telling virtually because there are people going through my sales process where I don't have to be on a Zoom for them to learn about it. They don't have to be on a Zoom to learn about it. Do you guys realize that there's a lot of people in today's day and age that although Zoom is great or Zoom-like platforms are great, I don't knock them, I don't have a problem with them, I still use them, okay? The issue is that sometimes there are people that are out in the marketplace that don't want to, oh, I don't have time to get on today at 7. Oh, I don't have time to get on today at 9. I can't do it today. What's the next time? What's that? Do you have a recording? Do you have a recording? Like, people are insane about recordings because they don't want to take the time, or they don't have the time to do it at the live appointed time. So what do you do with the people who can't join your Zoom live? Then you got to send them a replay. And I don't have a problem sending them a replay, but the likelihood that a person who never attended, that they're going to watch the replay, it's a low probability. Is it possible? Anything's possible, but it's a low probability. That's why you really want people live, right? You really want people live because that's when they get the actual feel of the environment. That's why you want to get people to the hotel meeting, right? When you're network marketing, because you want them to feel it live and experience it live. The stories, whoever's selling the present, doing the presentation, whoever's selling the stuff, you want them to feel that in the moment with the chat moving and all the extra things that are happening external, that's all playing a part in that person's buying psyche. You want them to experience that. But when they don't get on live and they watch the replay, they're still distracted. Oh, the phone is ringing. Oh, they got to go cook. Or the husband, the wife, the kids. Oh, the car. Oh, I forgot I had to go pick somebody. Right? It's too many distractions. And so you lose the potency of the sale. For those people that get on, you have a high chance of those people potentially buying if they're qualified. But the people that don't get on, you lose that chance. But when you have an automated sales funnel, that video is playing on demand for the person at the time that works best for them. You don't lose. And it doesn't bother me whatever time they will. They will want to watch it at 3 a.m. They can watch it at 3 a.m. It doesn't interfere with my life at all. I like my sales video playing for people when they want to watch it and I wake up and I have a $900 sale. I like waking up to that. If you think that's a problem and you don't want to wake up to that because you feel like you want to be the person on the Zoom because you have to sell them on it, you can do that. I'm speaking to the people right now who want a little leverage in their life, who they don't want to have to do all the selling. That's the whole point of having a proven sales system, a sales process that has already shown that it can and it will make sales outside of any individual person, because it's not about you. It's about the process. It doesn't matter whether you know how to sell or not, because, sorry, that's my son calling. I'm about to leave in a minute. I'm almost done here, right? So step 1, the person opts in, name and email. Step 2, person sees the video and they can get it a little bit more engaged. Step 3, they can start reading more of the detail. They can read more of the detail. They can see what is being offered. They can see pictures of what's being offered. They can read my story. They can see my pictures. They can assess whether or not they believe I'm a real person or not. They can continue through. They can see buttons that they can click on to go and buy without me. The words that are on that page, those words are crafted in a way to communicate and psychologically connect with the person reading, such that they make a determination, hopefully, where they say, you know what, I want to do this, where they hit the button that allows them to buy. When they hit the buy button on the page that you're not on physically, then they're taken to the next step, which is the order form. The order form allows them to put their name, their credit card number, debit card number, whatever, inside of it and hit purchase. When they hit purchase, they're going to automatically be taken to a thank you page. That thank you page is then going to tell them, hey, in order for you to get access to what you just purchased, we got to send you the funnel. We got to send you the system. We got to send you the login. We got to send you all the things that you need. You have to do the admin fee of $29 one time. The person does the $29, and like magic, automatically the person gets an email that allows them to log in and actually start putting their system together. The same one that they just saw that looked like mine, that was mine, they get to put their own together without having to worry about doing the video, without have to worry about writing all the words on the page or even putting the pictures on the page or any of that. All they will want to do and need to do is put their own pictures in there, put their own little blurb of their story in there so that it is custom. And when their leads come through, they're learning about them. Like, that makes sense. Like, do you not think that you shouldn't put your own video, your own pictures and your own little blurb about who you are and why you started this thing? You don't think that's necessary? It's like 15 minutes. Takes no time at all. And then they start the training. Now, a person like me, I like the fact that I could come on a live, or I could go on Facebook, or I could go on Instagram, or I can run an ad, I can do Craigslist, I can do free ads, I can do these things. And a person can click my link. They can go to that capture page. They can go through that whole process and buy without me even being present. I like that fact. And I like the fact that even the people that don't buy right away, when they put their name and their email inside of that form and they got on my list, every day I can send those people an email. And I can say to them every day, hey, did you watch this YouTube video? Maybe you need a little bit more information. And I can send them to a YouTube Zoom that I didn't have to do. I could send them an email that maybe I did right, and I could talk about something that I want to talk about. I can communicate with all the people who didn't buy and still not have to talk to them physically, one by one, or verbally. I can write an email and I could say in my email, hey, if you have any questions, text me at this number. And I can get people to text me because they actually have legitimate questions. And I don't mind talking to people. Remember, this isn't about not talking at all if the opportunity doesn't present itself. But I'm just saying it's not a requirement. If I want to talk to people, then I can write an email that says call me or text me or reply to this email. And I can elicit responses where I can communicate with the people on the list that want to be communicated with. But if I don't want to communicate with people, I can continue to send more information and more details and follow up as long as the person is on the list. And if the person decides at a point that they no longer want to be on the list, guess what they get to do? They get to unsubscribe. And guess who doesn't care? That's me. You know why I don't care? Because if a person is not interested, I want them to say they're not interested. Just like if you were talking to somebody in the DMs, how soon would you want somebody to tell you that they're not interested? Would you want it to be after you've talked to them for a whole hour? Or would you want them to tell you that right at the beginning so that we don't waste each other's time? So a person who unsubscribes from my list, I'm okay with that. Because that person is saying that they're not interested. And guess what? There was no rejection. I didn't have to hear them say that. I'm not even looking for the people that unsubscribed. I'm just sending the email to all the people who are currently subscribed. And I have no interaction with rejection or saying no or any of that stuff. I like that automation too. All right. So I wanted to share with you what the sales process is, or how a proven sales process works. And I want to now show you what it looks like. Okay. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now, I will say this. What makes something proven is when you can actually get the result that you want from using it. Now, what really lets you know that it works is when other people can get the result that they want by using it, when nothing is being changed. Think of a science project where you have a control and you have a variable. The control stays the same. The variable is what you're changing. So if I realize that if I do it this way, I can get a result, then I don't want to change it. I want to just keep doing the thing that's getting the result. And then I can give that to as many people. Right now, I think we're like 28,000 people. 28,000 people have this exact same way, this exact same proven sales process, where 1 out of 20 people statistically buy. When you're able to measure results, then you know whether it's working or not. If you're not measuring results, then you're guessing or you're unaware of what you need to do. So in other words, if you have one lead and you're like, nobody's buying, or if you have two leads, two people that opted in, you're like, nobody's buying, that would be an unfair expectation, because I'm telling you that statistically, you need at least 20 leads to get one sale. So if you only have, that's my son calling, if you only have 5 leads, then you shouldn't be expecting a sale. If you've got 6 leads, you shouldn't be expecting anything. If you've got 10 leads, I don't care if you've done the TikTok, the YouTube, the Facebook, the Instagram. If you got 6 leads, 10 leads, it's not time for a sale yet. Statistically, you need at least 20. That means you can set an expectation. And people, we like some level of certainty, right? Like, why do you work? You work because to an extent, you like the certainty that you're going to get paid on Friday. That's what you do. Why aren't more people entrepreneurs? Because there's a certain level of uncertainty. You don't know whether you're going to get paid on Friday or not. And it takes a certain type of person to be able to maneuver and regulate their emotions as they navigate that process. Everybody can't navigate that smoothly. Some people need that level of certainty for whatever reason. Others of us, we like certainty, but it's not in the fact that the person's going to pay me the paycheck. I've learned how to build certainty in what I know I need to do to get the result I want to get, right? So I don't have to have a trust in the company to pay me on Friday. I have a trust in me that I know what I need to do. I need to get at least 20, 30 leads in here before I can expect the sale. I know that. So I can depend on me, but I've learned how to regulate my emotions with that, the highs and the lows, where I'm okay with that. Right? You guys get what I'm saying? There's a certain level of certainty too. So when you have a proven sales process, I can give you statistically expectations, which means you proceed without feeling like you're just in this nebulous space. You can proceed with at least, okay, I know if I go and do this and I start getting this result, which would be leads, I know I need at least 20 before I really even start looking for a sale. People can work with that type of expectation. What doesn't really work is when you don't have a proven sales process. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're guessing. You're all over the place. Plus, you don't even know if the sale page is converting or not. You got too many different variables and you haven't tested. With this, you don't have to test. You can if you want, but you don't have to, because we already know that it works. It's 28,000 people in there, which means that at least 28,000 people have already bought. To even be in there, those people had to buy. So we know at least 28,000 people bought. Let me ask you something. You don't think 28,000 people buying something is enough to prove that the something actually works? That's enough for me. like I get it, okay? I bought it. So I know it worked because it sold me. It sold me. So if it sold me, then if I think about who I am, then if I go and I find other people who are similar to me, the likelihood, the probability that it sells them increases, right? All right. So now you know that's what it is, okay? Let me show you kind of what it looks like in this system, right? So this is my laptop, okay? That's my desktop over here, but I'm just gonna do it right here because I'm gonna make this quick, okay? I don't know if you can see all of this, but hold on. Let me do this right here, okay? So as you can see this, I've got 2 funnels in here, right? One says capture page funnel and one says legacy builder sales funnel, right? So let me show you. They give you this automatically, right? When you pay your admin fee, you import these. And these pages are already done. You just kind of have to go in and make some minor adjustments, okay? That's it, just some minor adjustments, but they're already done. You see this video page right here? This is what I'm talking about. This video page, I don't have to do any of the video that's on the page. Do you see that? That video is already done. It's instant. As soon as you get the system, you have this. You have this. This is already written for everybody that gets the system. That video's already done. Do you guys get what I'm saying? Do you have to set up a few things? Yes. But what's done for you is all of the hard work and the heavy lifting. So this is the capture page, right? So right here, you get to view this page. This is the page that the person puts their email address in. That's built and done for me. This is the thank you page that's done for me that tells them, hey, thank you, right? You got to go here and now you're going to do your admin fee, right? Okay, great. See, she's selling it for me. She's already doing it. Thank goodness, right? Then this is the video page here that's like, okay, here's what you got to here's what you got to do, right? This is what you got to do, that type of stuff. All right. So this is all done for me. Now this is the capture page funnel. Oh, sorry, this is, yeah. So the discover page is the opt-in. The thank you page is kind of the video, the overview, and this video page kind of gets them moving. All right. Now there's a second funnel. This is the actual sales funnel part. Now, this is the sales page itself, right? This is the page that actually does the selling and the telling. It's already built for me. These pictures, they're already built for me. This button, all these blue buttons and all this stuff, that's already done. I don't have to build this. Look what I put in. I put in my pictures and I put in that little blurb right there where it says, my name is Tracy Walker. I'm a baseball mom, online entrepreneur, right? And see, trust me, I couldn't believe it myself. That's all I did, that little section. All the rest of this stuff is built for me. It's built for me. All the testimonials are built for me. All of it. And it's already proven to make sales. Even in my own business, right? I've made well over $30,000 in my own business using just this. Okay? So this is where people see they can get started for the $900. And you can see it says pay in full. They can hit that button. Now, if they don't want to pay in full, they can get started on a payment plan and they can click the blue button. You see how easy that is? So I'm telling people on this page, by me just having the page, I didn't write all this stuff. Hey, if you want to get the legacy program, it's $900. You can pay in full here with the green button, or you can do payment plan with the blue button, right? Then it goes on and it tells people about the 600 program, the 300 and the 100, and it gives people an opportunity to buy each of these also on a payment plan. Do you guys see that? Right there on the page. I don't have to get on a Zoom with a person and tell them, well, we got a payment plan. Well, did you ever think about this? Did you think about that? My page does all of it, right? You guys see that? My page does all of it. So this is the actual sales page, okay? Then this is my order form. Once the person clicks on one of those green or blue buttons, they come to this form, right? And then they fill out their credit card information, blah, 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 and then they buy. This page was already built for me. I didn't have to build it. It's already built for me, okay? Then after they do that, this is the admin fee page where it tells them, right? And everything that's on that sales page prepares them. People are not coming to this page surprised that they have to do $29. They're not. Everybody knows through the sales process, because it's being very upfront and very transparent, that you gotta have to do this page, this fee, in order to get everything that you need, which is literally the import of all of this stuff that I just got through telling you. Okay, in order to get all this stuff imported, you pay the $29. And guess what? That's just a one-time fee. And you have it forever. This system that we're on, this is a free version of this system. I don't pay for this. This is not a monthly fee right here. This is just, I'm using it for free. So I've paid for my business one time. I've paid for the funnel and all this stuff, $29 one time. And I'm using it on a platform that I'm using for free, which means that every sale I make, I'm in profit because I don't have any cash outflow. I don't have any cash outflow, except for any marketing costs that I might incur. Right? Which is separate from this, because inside of this, and we'll talk about this more, what you're really buying is you're buying the education. You're buying the funnel, which is the actual mechanism that allows you to make sales. And you're buying the thing that you can sell. You didn't have to create the course. You didn't have to create the program. It's already created for you, and it's already supported, and it's already functioning, and it's there with or without you. That's what you're buying. You're buying the leverage of somebody else's program, somebody else's training, somebody else's sales funnel, somebody else's converting proven sales process, somebody else's everything, where they're willing to give you all of the money for promoting it. So you might be asking, what's the benefit to the lady who created it for her? You know, there are people that do what they say. So because she's actually doing it, she doesn't need to make money from all of us doing it. She's doing it, and she's making $5,000 a day from her doing the thing that she's teaching everybody else to do. So the simple fact that she is executing and making her own money from her own system should be more reason why you realize that you can get the system and do what she's doing and get similar results to what she's getting, because she's not earning from what you're doing. She's earning from what she's doing, and then she's teaching you what she's doing. So if you would just do what she's doing, you too could start to have results very similar to what she's having. And over time, you could potentially be at $5,000 a day. I'm not saying that you're going to be. I'm saying that the creator of the program is giving you and I an opportunity to sell the same program. And she's willing to teach us how she's doing what she's doing. And she's doing it for free for us. She's making her own money doing the thing. I don't think it gets much better than that. But that's the proven sales process. I wanted to share that with you here on tonight. Give you a little walkthrough of how it works, show you a little bit of what it looks like in execution. And this is what we're all using in order to help more people have cash flow in their life. So as I shared, I got to go get my son now because he's called me twice. And we're on a 90-day run. Today is day number 2. I would absolutely love for, if it's right for you, where you're looking to make 30K in the next 90 days, if that's something that you could use, if that's something that you find useful in your life, if that's something that you're really willing to work with me and work with our community on doing and following our lead and just being a part of the process, and you can follow some simple steps in at least 2 hours a day, I'm going to invite you to run with me. Run with me on this 90-day run. We're just starting. Okay, we've got July to August, August to September, September to October. Okay, you've got right into the beginning or the mid of October to get yourself to $30,000 or more. Now, I made that my first month with this system. So now with 3 months, I expect to do 3 times that amount. So my goal, I have a different goal. My goal is 100 grand in the next 90 days. That doesn't have to be your goal. That's me, right? So it's not that I'm doing anything different. I'd probably just be doing a little bit more, or I have a little bit more intensity with what I'm doing. But the goal is 30K in 90 days. If you can do $10,000 a month, that's 10 sales a month. That's 10 sales a month at $900 with a proven system. And they're literally brand new people that are getting on TikTok every day that are making 1 sale, 2 sales in their first week. It's insane. It's mind-blowing, the results. So I'm a believer. I'm a believer not because it's me, because I know what I'm willing to do. I know what I've done all this time on the internet. I'm willing to do it. I've been educated. I've taught myself. I've paid for coaching. I've paid for training. I've paid tens of thousands of dollars to be coached by the experts in the field, by people that are masters, to learn sales processes and funnels and the tricks of the trade. It's not that I believe it because it's me. I believe in me, regardless of whether it's this system or not. I was believing in me before I even knew this existed. But now that I do know this exists, I can leverage this. And I feel so good that other people can leverage it because they don't have to try to be me, or they don't have to try to be somebody else. They don't have to try to be a guru. They don't have to try to be a master internet marketer in order to make money. All they have to do is just do what we're doing in terms of the same marketing, similar marketing strategies. But you don't have to know all this other stuff. Like, screw it. Screw it. It's done for you. You just stick with us over the next 90 days. Each day, follow the steps. Each day, follow the training. Each day, do the things that we're suggesting that you do. Commit to doing it. And I can almost guarantee, I cannot 100%, but I can almost guarantee, just like I can tell my son, if you focus on hitting that ball every time you go to batting practice, and if you did batting practice every day for 2 hours, there's no doubt in my mind that after 90 days, you would not be hitting the ball. That's the way I look at it. There's no way that you could fail after 90 days of doing something the right way, because we're guiding you and coaching you to do it the right way. There's no way that you could not have any sales. It's just impossible. Even if you only made $1,000, even if you make $5,000, how many of you have ever made $5,000 on the internet before, just by, going out and using a proven sales process? Chances are not many. Well, here's your chance. So I'm going to invite you to run with me. If you'd like to learn more, if you'd like to take a look at this yourself, if you'd like to go through it and you're ready to run with me, get your own system set up, get plugged in, purchase the program. That's how you do it. You purchase the program. DM me, okay? All you got to do is DM me, run. Inbox me and say run. If you inbox me and say run, I'm going to send you a link to that sales page I just showed you. You're going to put your name and email in there, and you're going to follow that sales process, and you're going to buy. And when you buy, I'm going to get a notification that you bought. I'm going to invite you to a private chat that I have. I'm going to then make sure that you go through what you need to go through, because you're an adult. You're going to follow the processes and the steps. You're going to get your system set up and connected. You're going to make sure you have your stuff customized the way you saw I had my stuff customized. And then you're going to be on track to start running with us day 3, day 4, day 5, right? And we're going to keep this thing going for 90 days. So I'm committed. If you're committed, go ahead and inbox me now. DM me the word run. I will show you how to get started with the proven sales process. And I look forward to running with you and helping you along the journey of $30,000 or to $30,000 in the next 90 days. If you're excited about that, DM me right now, because I can't wait to see how many people we actually help as a community together to make life-changing income using something that works, that has a ton of value that you can use anywhere, because this education that you learn inside of this program goes into your mind, and you can use it with anything that you ever want to sell. You are now upgrading your system, right? You are now upgrading from iOS this to iOS that, right? At night, you plug in your phone and it updates. That's what you want to do. You want to update your operating system so that you have more value out here, and you can command and demand more abundance into your life. So 90-day run, day 2 is now complete, 30K in 90 days. You want to run with me? DM me the word run, and let's get on the ball. All right. I'll see y'all tomorrow for day 3. Later.